All right. Oh, give me a second here. Mhm. Yes. Um, yes. Okay. Um, all right. Welcome back to Leon the King TV. Welcome back to Leon the King T. Hold on. Welcome. Welcome back to Leon the King. Welcome back to Leon the King TV. Welcome back. You are an oppressed black man from the get-go. Yeah, I'm having trouble finding this one. What is up, YouTube? What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Leon the King TV. Let's talk wrestling on Leon the King TV. I know there's a echo, and I'm trying to get rid of it. Got some technical difficulties, but I'm gonna jump right into it. Do the best I can as a content creator. So make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button. Whatever you do, please hit that subscribe button. Last night was WWE Saturday Night Main Event, and it was shit. Saturday Night Main Event was shit, and I did not like it. You had the triple threat match between Damian Priest, Finn Balor, and Gunther was fire. I mean, it was fire. But I like the fact that they had Gunther win the title, even though my booking predictions was Finn was going to win the world title. And if Finn won the world, because at first I didn't know it was a triple threat match. I thought it was just Finn versus Gunther, because this past Monday on Raw, we didn't see Damian ever since his attack from the Judgment Day. But now that he's back and he was at main event, I found out it was a triple threat match. So I thought Balor was going to win the match. And then that way you have Balor and Damian continue their feud. Damian, maybe my thought was Damian had got injured from the attack. So when he got injured, maybe he was going to show up, come back. They're going to take him off TV for a little while, and then they'll eventually have him come back as a participant in the Royal Rumble, and he returns at the Rumble, wins the Royal Rumble, and goes on to face Balor for the world title at WrestleMania 41. So that was my thought. My thought was Priest was going to go to the Vegas at Mania and face Balor for the world title. That didn't happen. Gunther retained his World Heavyweight Championship by a clean victory and getting the pinfall on Finn Balor. But yeah, Balor's got to get a W. You know, he's got to get a W. He's got to get some wins under his belt other than being one half of the tag team champions with JD McDonough of the Judgment Day. He has to do better. Judgment Day is the number one faction on Monday Night Raw. It's not White 6, it's the Judgment Day. They are the number one faction on Monday Night Raw. So that happened. We had a heated confrontation with Triple H and Kevin Owens, and this is pretty good. I'm thinking that this is going to lead probably to a segment this coming Friday on Smackdown between Kevin Owens and Triple H. So I think that's going to happen. KO did not win this match. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, had won clean against Kevin Owens and retained the WWE Undisputed Championship. So Cody Rhodes retained the WWE Championship, and now he goes on to be given a banned pile driver finisher move by Kevin Owens. And that's what led to the Triple H Kevin Owens confrontation after the show of Main Event last night. So I don't know, like, this is one of those things where I it's almost like I have not been impressed with some of the WWE PLEs and the way they're structured. I think Survivor Series War Games was the last good PLE pay per view, whatever you want to call it, that we had. But this pay per view, but this somewhat last PLE of the year event, main event, did not do well. It didn't do good. To me, this was a PLE. This was a bogus year PLE, and it was shit. It didn't do good. The match and the matches were so rushed. Io Sky and Liv Morgan was rushed for the women's world title. That was rushed. I'm being honest. Like the card was so short. You know, like WWE has this thing even since last year and this year, where if we're gonna book matches, we're only booking like 4 or 5 matches on the card, and that's bad. To me, why are they only giving us 5 matches on a card? This could also be the reason why their PLEs are moving to 2 nights. SummerSlam in next year, 2025, is going to be 2 nights. Mania already was 2 nights, and that kicked off the idea. So now, if WrestleMania is a 2-night event, then that also means SummerSlam is a 2-night event. Will Royal Rumble be a 2-night event? I want the Rumble to be a 1-night event. Royal Rumble should only be a 1-night event. And that's the thing that gets me with WWE and frustrates me sometimes as a fan is, as a wrestling fan, when I watch this kind of stuff, I don't really like the idea that you make these PLEs so short. For example, you had back in 2022, you had the shocking return of Karrion Kross, former NXT champion. He showed up, and then it was like after the McIntyre feud, you barely booked him on a PLE. You didn't book him. The last PLE Karrion Kross was at was WrestleMania, and this man is currently feuding with Y6 on Raw, and you're barely booking him at a PLE. That's just not good to me. It's not good. There's a lot of wasted talent on that roster who should be booked, and you can fill in those empty spaces to like for example, I'm not saying or comparing or saying this is what it should be, but AEW pay-per-views are long. They showcase Ring of Honor, they showcase all the New Japan guys. All Elite Wrestling pay-per-views are long. AEW shows are long, and they have a good card. But WWE pay-per-views used to be like that. These pay-per-views are getting so shorter, and the PLEs are getting bad. It's like they have to get back to when WWE pay-per-views had a formula. I like that they had a formula, and I love that they had a substance. The matches took their time. You didn't need to rush the matches. They showcased their in-ring competition and their competitiveness and their athleticism in that ring. Now it's changed. Now you get Io Sky and Morgan for like 2 minutes. It's bad. People are buying tickets to see, and I want you to send this video to Triple H and tell him how much he's fucking up right now, because these matches were supposed to, people buy these tickets to these matches to see competitive entertainment. They don't buy these tickets to just see someone get a pin for 2 minutes and that's it. That's a waste of money. Why are we paying for 2-minute matches? 2 years ago when they did Bobby Lashley versus Brock, I was like, why are we getting 2 minutes of this? That is bad. And WWE should change that. So, yeah. Main event was whack. We had Bayley. No, Bayley wasn't there. Rhea Ripley came. It was Rhea Ripley. I'm sorry, not Bayley. Excuse me. Rhea Ripley showed up after the Liv Morgan match, so they got unfinished business. Then you got fucking... Who was missing on this card? I think you had on this card, if I can remember last night, Chelsea Green is the first inaugural United States Women's Champion. What to do? why do you put a title on Chelsea Green? I didn't even think Mia Yim. I don't call her Mention. I call her Mia Yim. Mia Yim was not my choice either. But Chelsea Green as the United States, you got to also remember it's not the smartest booking decision, but it's also this is a mid card title. So with these mid card titles, like the women's Intercontinental title, the women's United States title, they're making they're getting more women in that division probably. So they're trying to have a way to honor and prove this is the best in the mid card division. So if you're mid card on the roster, this is the best mid card person to hold that title. And I like that idea. Some people don't like the idea of having these mid card women's titles, like the women Intercontinental title and the women United States title, but they're still good because it gives people on the mid card division a chance, like a Chelsea Green, a Zelina Vega, a Raquel Gonzalez, or somebody, a Laura Valkyrie, yeah. But main event was whack. Chelsea Green won the United States Women's Championship. Not my booking choice, but it was just bad. It was a bad event. I did not like it. I didn't like what they did. It was just horrible. It was very horrible. On Smackdown 2 nights ago, we got Braun Strowman drafted to the Smackdown roster. But my thing is, we all were expecting the debut of Pentagon Jr. Penta was going to make... I was waiting to see Pentagon Jr. on SmackDown would be awesome. I thought he was going to face Carmelo Hayes, but they surprised us with Braun Strowman instead. It might be too soon to debut Penta, and I could agree. Ever since being released from his AEW contract, same with Rey Fenix and all that drama. I was expecting to see Penta instead of Braun Strowman. I think you could still have Braun Strowman on the show, but I think the person who should have been facing Carmelo in that match should have been Penta, in my opinion. But Tony Khan of AEW, he put out a very ridiculous saying for Penta the other day. So Blanchard has returned to TNA. This is a shock. Yeah, Tessa Blanchard returned to TNA Friday night, and this is a shock. But this is funny. But anyway, Tessa Blanchard returned to TNA Friday night, this past Friday, and she's back. She's back with Total Nonstop Action, and she's going to be wrestling on Impact, and this is great. Tessa's back in TNA, just like we reported earlier over on TNA Final Resolution this past Friday. Jordan Grace versus Rosemary got interrupted by Tessa Blanchard. She beat down Grace after a match, and Tessa's back, and this feud between her and Jordan Grace probably is going to be pretty interesting. And but yeah, it was good. I got to YouTube the match between. I didn't watch the match between Rosemary and Jordan Grace, but I definitely want to check it out. But yeah. So this Friday, Tony Khan, CEO of AEW, put out a statement, and this is what the statement says. I want to address the recent claims made by Rey Fenix regarding the medical care and treatment he has received in AEW. I want to sincerely apologize to Rey for any misunderstandings or issues he has faced. The reality is that he does not speak good English fluently, which has made it very challenging for us to properly communicate and understand his needs at times. For example, when Rey suffered an injury last year, I thought he was trying to tell me he was hungry. So I sent him to get something to eat at at a nearby restaurant instead of getting immediate medical attention. I feel terrible about that situation. I take full responsibility. We are committed to providing the best possible care for all of our wrestlers, but the language barrier with Ray has made that more difficult. We are working to improve our communication and translation services to ensure this doesn't happen again. At the end of the day, the fault lies with me and our organization for not being able to properly understand and address Ray's needs. I want Ray to know that his health and well-being are our top priorities. We will redouble our efforts, ensure he receives the world-class medical care and support he deserves. I'm hopeful we can move forward in a spirit of mutual understanding and work together to create the best possible environment for our entire AEW roster. Excuse me. So yeah, Tony Khan, you are an idiot. And I just think, man, like there was some exposing done for Tony Khan, and man, like I feel like something's gonna be exposed with Tony Khan. But yeah, yeah, this is kind of BS. The whole Ray Phoenix medical incident with Tony Khan at AEW. I don't have much of an opinion on it, but what I do know is Tony Khan is. I'll say this about it, and I'll move on to the next topic. Tony Khan, honestly, is single-handedly self-sabotaging his own promotion. Tony Khan is single-handedly self-sabotaging his own company. And the thing is, we're seeing the beginning of the downfall of All Elite Wrestling. This is the downfall of Elite Wrestling. You lost Cody Rhodes. You lost Jade Cargill. You lost CM Punk. You lost Pentagon Jr. already, and now you're losing Ray Phoenix. Man, this is interesting. Penta and Ray, I hope both are coming to WWE. I've heard that Pentagon Jr. has officially signed with World Wrestling Entertainment, so I'm happy he's signing with WWE. But that's what we're hearing is he's now officially signing with WWE. He signed a contract, and he's gonna be wrestling with E. He's gonna be balling, making that money. So I'm happy to see it. I would love to see Penta Jr. on SmackDown. As for Ray Phoenix, whether he goes to Raw or SmackDown, maybe he could go to Raw or SmackDown or have some matches with Dragon Lee. Whatever brand he goes to, he's going to sign with WWE so he can wrestle with Penta. And I think it's going to be great. I like Penta and Ray Phoenix. Those are, in my opinion, the best luchadors, mass wrestlers in WWE today. It's not Rey Mysterio. It's not Dragon Lee. The top today, in my opinion, are Ray Phoenix and Jr. So yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for them to come to AEW. Them luchadors, them athletic lucha libre wrestlers, they come into WWE, and we gonna see it. We gonna see it soon. So yeah, speaking of AEW and all their shit, AEW Countdown did an event this week for All In Texas. The AEW All In pay-per-view is going to be at a big stadium. Same state where they had WrestleMania, but it's going to be huge. They're going to do All In, and they did a countdown event with Swerve Strickland, Mercedes Moné, a lot of big AEW stars were there, Bobby Lashley. So it was great. But I'll say this: we are seeing like the downfall of AEW. Do they have some of the greatest wrestlers on earth? Yes. Can they pack out and do a great pay-per-view? Yes. Can they sell tickets? Yes, but not like WWE. They don't draw in and revenue the money like WWE. But here's the thing: we sometimes as wrestling fans have to stop saying AEW is going to be the next WWE. We have to focus on what WWE does. We have to focus on what AEW does different. And we're not trying to see the AEW be the next WWE. We're trying to see AEW grow, have more time, and be AEW. AEW has to be the best AEW they can be, WWE has to be WWE they can be. So they're two different promotions, and I want AEW to be AEW. I don't want to always compare it to WWE. You know, we have to understand these are two different promotions. WWE is WWE, Impact, TNA is TNA, New Japan Pro Wrestling is New Japan Pro. Um, All Japan Wrestling, whatever, Ring of Honor, all these promotions, GCW, House of Glory, Reality of Wrestling, all these promotions have to be the best promotions they are. And AEW is different from WWE. So will I buy All In on pay-per-view next year for All In Texas? I don't know, maybe. But they have some good pay-per-views. I've seen some of their matches. All in London. Excuse me, All in London. Have to, yeah, at Wembley Stadium was pretty good. You had the CM Punk Samoa Joe match last year, and this year, you had Swerve Strickland and Brian Danielson. So a lot of these matches, to me, AEW can book good matches. Khan, I feel, is self-sabotaging his promotion, which I'll make another video at another time about, talking about Tony Khan and AEW. But yeah, that's what's going on with AEW. Mercedes Moné beat Chris Statlander some weeks ago at Full Gear. And now we're seeing her in a new feud with some girl I never heard of. So yeah, man, AEW is interesting. We got the debut of Bobby Lashley, MVP Shelton Benjamin, aka the Hurt Syndicate, now with All Elite Wrestling. So it's a lot of stuff going on with AEW. But that's the latest for AEW was the big talk of Ray Phoenix being released from AEW at this time, and the statement that Tony Khan put out on social media this Friday. But yeah, Tony Khan's the idiot. He's really ruined his own promotion. So that's what's going on this week in the world of wrestling. WWE Raw also did a Netflix event with Triple H and Tony Khan and some stars of the WWE Monday Night Raw roster were there, like CM Punk, Bianca Belair, Cody, other stars. Raw is going to Netflix January 6, 2025 next year. We're right around the corner in a few weeks, and next year Raw is going to be on Netflix. I'm excited. But yeah, we're seeing it. WWE president Nick Khan, not Tony Khan. Fuck Tony Khan. We're talking about Nick Khan. WWE Nick Khan, their president said that WWE Raw will stay PG. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't think it a streaming service like Netflix and you're not on national live television like USA, why not get a TV-14 product, in my opinion? But if you get a TV-14 product, it was rumored that we were going to get a TV-14 product and we were going to get more edgier content. We didn't, but that's what I assumed. Hold on. Yeah, on my phone, I got all the wrestling apps for wrestling news. I got all my wrestling news. WWE star calls out Adam Pearce for clear mismanagement. Jade Cargill update amid WWE absence. WWE stars win championships in another company. Liv Morgan injury update following Saturday main event. Liv Morgan is injured? No way. I'm just hearing this now. Kevin Owens comments on altercation with Triple H following his main event match with Cody Rhodes at last night's Saturday night main event. WWE star deactivates social media account following latest blah blah. We'll see. But yeah, that's what's going on. Former WWE star reacts to history-making Saturday Night Return. Um, Tony Storm comments on becoming All Elite. Tony Storm is back in AEW. She made her return this past week on All Elite Wrestling TV, and this is pretty cool. AEW star makes surprise appearance at GCW. New title matches added to AEW Worlds End 2024. That's their last pay-per-view of the year. Triple H confronts WWE star after Saturday night's main event. We know that already. It's Kevin Owens, first ever WWE Women's United States Champion crowned. WWE star AJ Styles update, injury update. Yeah. AJ's been gone for a minute. I'd love to see when AJ's coming back. I wouldn't be surprised if AJ gets released from WWE and signs a contract with All Elite. I would not be surprised if he goes to AEW. I would not be surprised. Roman Reigns could be drafted to Monday Night Raw. He has a match announced for WWE Raw Netflix premiere on January 6th on Netflix. WWE Raw Netflix kickoff show details announced. Um, Former WWE star parting ways with TNA. What's going on? Featured on the graphic were Seth Rollins, Rhea Ripley, Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes, Gunther, Liv Morgan, CM Punk, and Solo Sikoa. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so that's what's going on. All in the world of wrestling. This is Leon the King TV Turn It Up Wrestling Podcast. It's the Leon the King TV Turn It Up Wrestling Podcast. And we talk wrestling on this channel. We talk pro wrestling. We talk movies. We talk film. We talk music. We talk pop culture, entertainment, everything in the world of arts and entertainment. We talk on this channel. This is a entertainment YouTube channel, and we talk it. And yeah, subscribe. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, hit that notification bell when we go live, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel now. Hit that notification bell, like, comment, subscribe. And you know me, you know how I get down. It's about that time. Hold on one second. Sorry. It's about that time. We talked wrestling. And again, this is Alec Adair, Monster the Creator World, Leon the King TV. And that's signing off. And I am out. So have a good night. Say your prayers. Love God. Love yourself. Love others. Make good decisions and live a positive, peaceful, holy, godly lifestyle. And love God. And I'm out.